She laughed. Oh, we're not dating? He's just a good friend who happens to be male. I just smiled and walked away after a year of playing her convenient stand-in boyfriend. By the time she tried to come back, it was far too late. I'm a structural engineer, 28, own my place. I know how to treat people right. For a year, I thought Lila and I were building something real. I'd met her parents 3 times, helped her move apartments twice. We were automatic +1s to weddings, work events, family gatherings. When my dad had a heart attack scare, she drove 3 hours with me and stayed the whole weekend, but we'd never defined it. Every time I tried, she'd dodge. Labels are overrated, she'd say with that dismissive laugh. I told myself we were just taking things slow. Then came Brandon and Claire's anniversary dinner, 8 people, all couples. Someone asked how long we'd been dating. Lila didn't even pause. Oh, we're not dating. Daniel's just my really good friend who happens to be male. The table went silent. I laughed it off. Inside, I was bleeding. After dinner, I finally asked her directly, where do you see this going? She sighed. Why complicate what we have? We get all the fun parts without the drama. That's when it hit me. I was providing boyfriend-level support while she kept her options open. I was her emotional placeholder. I told her I needed space. She looked genuinely shocked. Daniel, please don't overthink this. 5 days later, I ended it over coffee. I want someone excited about building a future together. That's not you. She tried everything. Called me dramatic. Said I was throwing away a friendship over semantics. Finally said, you knew what this was from the beginning, Daniel. No, I didn't. That was the problem. I walked away. 4 days later, I felt relief, like I could finally breathe again. Brandon texted asking if everything was okay. We all assumed you two were together, he said. This actually explains why Lila would get weird whenever anyone mentioned you potentially dating other people. That observation hit hard. She'd been possessive enough that our friends noticed, but not committed enough to actually date me. She wanted me unavailable to other women without offering the relationship I deserved. 8 months passed. I threw myself into work, got promoted to lead a major bridge project, and started volunteering. Then I met Naomi at a community art exhibition. She was a high school art teacher, thoughtful, present, genuinely curious about my work. After our 3rd date, she said something that floored me. I really like you, Daniel. I'd love to be exclusive and see where this goes. I'm excited to introduce you as my boyfriend, just like that. No games, no ambiguity. Within a month, I'd met her friends, her parents. We made actual plans together. She treated our relationship like something she wanted to build, not manage at arm's length. Then Lila started showing up again. At Brandon's barbecue, she dominated conversations with inside jokes, deliberately excluding Naomi. Daniel, remember when we got completely lost trying to find that underground speakeasy? Little comments designed to establish we had this deep shared history. At Claire's birthday dinner, she maneuvered herself next to me, asking detailed questions about projects we'd worked on together. We used to do the most random road trips, she announced, loud enough for Naomi to hear. It was like having a permanent adventure buddy. Naomi stayed graceful. Later, she said, she seems possessive for someone who chose to keep things as just friends. Then Lila texted me directly, I really miss our friendship. I think there might have been some misunderstandings about what I meant that day. Could we grab coffee and talk? I showed Naomi. She said, I trust you completely, but remember why you stepped back in the first place. I didn't respond. Instead, I planned something better. 10 months into dating Naomi, everything finally made sense. I proposed to her at her